Good day, everyone, and welcome to Echoes of a Generation. This is where student voices are not filtered, not rehearsed, and definitely not ignored. Today, we're asking a big question. What do students really think about national leadership? We hear about leadership on the news every day, on social media, and political debates. But beyond the headlines, beyond the speeches, beyond the pictures we see online, what does leadership actually mean to us as students? To unpack this, I'm joined by a fellow student who has some strong views on national leaderships. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm really glad we're having this conversation because it is most talked about among students.
Yeah. All right, let's start from the beginning. When you hear about the phrase national leadership, what comes to your mind as a student?
Leadership at national level means people have been trusted to guide millions. It's not just about occupying space in the office. It's about understanding that your decisions affect millions of people.
Wow. All right, let's talk about the national level. Um what do you think Nigerian students should feel about expectation they can meet at the national level?
Students expect lots of things from the leaders, but these expectations are not being met. We expect effort, we expect courage, we expect consistency. These qualities matter to us a lot, but these expectations are not being met.
Oh, that's interesting. So are you saying that early experiences influence how we see presidents and government officials?
Yes.
Wow.
When we talk about leadership, this does not start from politics. It starts from classroom, churches, small gatherings. And these opinions makes us perceive our government in some ways based on the things you've heard from this gathering or the other. So past experience, just like a student leader promising something and not delivering it, you definitely not want to believe anything that comes from anybody because of that fact.
All right, that's interesting. Yes, you mentioned communication earlier. Why do you think that's so important to the students?
Communication means accountability. It means presence. It means we are being heard. It means you're taking us through every process. It means that our needs are going to be met, if not immediately, but we are definitely going to be sure that okay, this will be done. So communication is key when it comes to this. We need to be aware. We need to be carried along. You need to own up and tell us when and where these things are going to be done.
Yeah, that's amazing. So do students compare national leadership with other countries?
We do, and social media is not making that unavoidable. We see good we see stable systems, we see electricity, we see good road, we see a lot of things. And you be like, why are we lacking behind? Don't we have good leadership?
Yeah, that's interesting. So, in your opinion, what do you see national leadership as? The national development as? Does it depend on leadership?
National development depends on leadership. Some leadership knows their responsibilities
Yeah.
actually, but they are not working towards it. So we hope that needs are met soon.
All right. That's amazing. Yeah, that's true. Some people argue that no leader is perfect. How do students balance criticism with that reality?
Yeah. No leader is perfect. Nobody is perfect.
Yeah.
But imperfection and negligence is different. So we have to know the difference between that two. No one is perfect, but you're not trying your best. So we need to be carried along. We don't want to be neglected. We need to know that okay, we really matter to you also.
Yeah. So, if you had to summarize the general mood of students regarding national leadership, what would you say?
I would say most students are just moving with hope and frustration.
Yeah.
So yeah, frustration in the sense that we are complaining, we are saying this, but no one is actually responding to that. We are complaining, we are saying this, we are saying that, but we feel like our voices are not being heard. And hope, I just here hoping that okay, it gets better. We believe in change actually, so we are hoping that everything just get better. So yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's powerful. Before we close, what's that one thing you think national leaders should understand about situations?
National leadership, you understand that we are not disconnected from governance because they feel like okay, we are not affected. We are students. If you guys invest in good roads, electricity, good things, it will directly benefit from this thing. So you should always know that there's no way, there's no kind of decision that you people make that is not affecting with today. So you should always know that we are not disconnected from governance. We should always be carried along and considered.
Yeah, thank you so much. And that's what we end for today's episode. Students are not passive observers, they are thinkers, critics, future decision makers, and the way they perceive national leadership today will shape the leadership of tomorrow. Thank you for listening to the Voice of a Generation. Until next time, goodbye.